Sarah is in Fresno, California. Hi, Sarah. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. Hi. How are you two doing today?
Great. How can we help?
Okay. So in September, I applied for a mortgage forbearance, and initially I did not tell my husband, and it went on till about this past July. I woke up in the middle of the night with anxiety, and God was pushing me to tell him, and so I talked to him about it. We have not combined our incomes, and I'm just overwhelmed and don't know what to do at this point.
What about him made you feel like the best path forward for your safety was to lie to him?
Honestly, I just didn't want him to get mad, and I didn't want him to know about my spending. And I was going to only let it go on for about a month or two.
So this wasn't you being scared of an abusive guy or a frightening guy.
No.
It was you hiding from him.
Yes.
Shame.
Yes.
Shame.
Yes. At the end of November, my stepson passed away, so his son, and so I just let it go because it was a stressful time.
Yeah.
Okay, so the house that you and your husband live in, you're supposed to be financially responsible for by yourself?
Well, I pay the mortgage and he pays the other bills. But
or in this case, you don't pay the mortgage.
You don't pay the mortgage.
The other bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you not paying because you don't have any money, or are you not paying because you spend out of control, and you're not saving right?
Yes, that's it. I spend out of control and I'm not saving anything. And we have a lot of debt. How long have you been married? And 5 years. We'll married next 6 years next month.
So how far behind are you on the mortgage now?
About $16,000. The forbearance is over, and the past due has been added to the end of my term. So I have to start remaking payments, and
so
he
you're
knows
current.
that.
You're current right now.
Yes.
The 16 got laid on the back.
Yes.
So he knows all of this?
Yes, I discussed it with him, and I've been asking if we could just combine our incomes and do a budget, and we talked about all of our expenses, but I have the Every Dollar app, and I just want to be able to do everything with him, and it's just hard. It's just hard getting him to sit down with me and do a budget.
But hold on. You've been cheating on him for a year.
Yeah.
Right? And so I can imagine his trepidation to sit down at the table with you and be like, oh, okay, it's all cool. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's going to need some time to heal, man. You've been lying to him. And he's especially through a trauma, right? And so you said we discussed it. That's usually a word for we passed along information back and forth. Have you sat down and said, I wronged you and I'm sorry?
No, I haven't.
Okay, in our world, in the financial world, the phrase we use for this is financial infidelity.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why John said you cheated on him. Because it's a breach of trust similar to, not the same, but similar to sexual infidelity. And so this is what you're dealing with. This is a pretty serious schism, canyon, scar in your all's relationship that we've got to work to heal. Okay?
Yes.
And so, now, I don't know, John, you can throw this out. I don't expect him, and you don't either. I don't think anybody in this discussion expects him to trust you instantly, blindly.
That's right.
There's no reason to.
He'd be nuts if he did that.
Yeah, that would be weird. Okay, but can we rebuild communication and can we rebuild trust? Yes, we can. And the best way to do that is to work on your money together. And both of you are watching everything the other one does because we are doing this together. All of his spending, all of your spending, all of the bills are all accessible to both of you because we are working our house, our plan together. And so maybe the way to work on it is this. I'm with John. You start maybe with an apology to lead the conversation this time. Hey, I messed you over. I didn't want to. I did it out of shame, but it doesn't matter. It's just the same thing. It's a breach of trust, and I'm really sorry. Now, I'm scared. I'm scared about two things. Number one, I'm scared because I don't want to do this by myself anymore. I need some help. I want to be engaged. I want to be accountable. I want everybody to know what's going on. And so I need your help. And I'm scared that if we're not working together and you're not seeing everything, it's going to be hard for you to rebuild trust. So if we were to work together, it would be you helping me, and simultaneously you get to trust me over time because you see us doing this together the right way, this money stuff. How's that conversation go?
A lot better than it had in the past.
Because I want you to catch the magic of what Dave just told you. That conversation is entirely about you. You're not sitting down across the table saying, hey, you need to be doing this stuff for me. It's not that. It's you saying, I screwed up. I'm scared. Will you help me? Will you walk with me? And that's a totally
and I
different
want to
proposition.
rebuild trust, and a good way to do that is for you to see everything while we're doing it together.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I know I take responsibility, obviously, because it's my responsibility, but,
we're not here to shame you.
No, not at all.
It's just the beauty of a conversation like that is that you don't have to throw any grenades on his side of the table. You can hold them all in your hands. And that takes you to some really cool places. So I think you got a shot at this. If that kind of a conversation does not bring the two of you to start working on your money together, you need marriage counseling.
Okay.
And here's one thing I want you to try, okay?
You may need it anyway.
Yeah, I think you're going to anyway, because you've been through a trauma. He lost a son, right? Y'all been through a lot.
Yeah.
And he found out he might be losing his home, right? That's a scary season he's been through. Here's what I want you to do personally. I want you to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something, and I want you to buy a cinder block, and I want you to put a piece of duct tape on it that just says, I lied about my money to the man that I love. And I want you to carry it around for 15 or 20 minutes at your house and feel how heavy that sucker is, and your shoulders are going to get heavy, and your hands are going to hurt. And then I want you to take it into the backyard, set it down, rip that duct tape off of it, and never pick that shame up again. Fair?
Yes.
Because if every time you sit down to talk about budget, that shame comes back up, you're going to get feisty again. You're going to blame. You're going to poke. You're going to hide. And we need that shame to be away. And secrets, man, that's the gasoline for shame. No more secrets.
When I filed bankruptcy and I was 28, it was my fault. I was stupid. I had to do that exact exercise. I had to set it down and go, I did something stupid. I am not stupid.
There you go.
It's not an identity thing. This is the Ramsey Show.